Example 2 is our side situation where we know all three sides we're trying to find angle B. And again, it asked me to find angle B. If this was me doing the problem that says solve the triangle, I would find angle C because that's going to be the one that's obtuse if any. So it's just a property of triangles. The biggest angle is always opposite the biggest side. If there can only be one obtuse angle, the biggest angle is the one that would be it. So law of cosine would be safer there. But it does say find B, so I'm just going to find B. So if I want to find angle B, this angle here, I want to use the law of cosine structure. It says B squared is equal to A squared plus C squared minus 2AC cosine. Use the right trig function here. Cosine of B. Alright. So if I just put the numbers in, I get 20 squared equals 32 squared plus 40 squared minus 2 times 32 times 40 cosine of B. The most common mistake people make on this is they have difficulty simplifying everything correctly in this next step. So what I want to bring to your attention here that will help you with this is to recognize that all this stuff being multiplied together here is a term. It's all together. All right, it belongs to each other. So this and this and this are just numbers. I can just freely move those around as I wish, but all this stuff is connected together as one object. The cosine of B is being multiplied by this number. So we're not going to subtract this number from that stuff. We're just going to get numerical values for each thing here. So 20 squared is 400. 32 squared is 1024. 40 squared is 1600. And then whatever this comes out to. I should make it red since I'm stay color coordinated here. Let's see. I'll use a calculator. So 2 times 32 times 40. 2,560.
256, yeah. Almost got it in my head before.
Alright. So what I'm telling you is in the past I've seen people do this plus this minus that and then just move stuff. That's not legal. Alright, so all this stuff here is connected, so keep that number attached to that. I'm going to move the 1024 and the 1600 over here, so minus 1024 minus 1600. So 400 minus 1024 minus 1600 comes out to negative 2,224 equals what's negative 2,560? Cosine of B. Right? And that is a minus sign in front of the 2560, so it is a negative object there too. Right? That's something else to realize when you're doing this. So to get the cosine of B, I'm going to do negative 2224 and divide that by negative 2560, which creates a positive 0.8688. So then to get B, I simply have to do an inverse cosine. Second cosine of 0.8688 comes out to 29.68 degrees. Okay, now let me give you a scenario. Let's suppose they gave me this problem here and they said solve the triangle. And then instead of finding C first, you found B first. Even though I said never use the law of sines to find the biggest angle, that doesn't mean you have to use the law of cosines to find the biggest angle. So I found that, but I want to make sure I get the right answers for C and A. And I don't want to have these two sets of answers because, again, with law of cosines present, we don't have to worry about that. There's only one correct answer for a law of cosines problem. So once it's side, 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 once you see this, there is only one set of answers. If it's side, angle, side, there's only one set of answers. So the whole ambiguity thing that happened in 7.1 is not going to happen at this point. So if you did this and you got B, but you're supposed to find A and C also, next thing, find A with the law of sines. Or find C with the law of cosines. You can do that if you felt like it. Law of sines is much easier. It's a much simpler structure. I mean, not that this is terribly difficult, but it's easier to do law of sines, what I'm saying. So if I did the law of sines to find A, that'll be another acute angle. As long as I'm not using the law of sines to find the biggest angle, I'm still going to be getting the only correct answer to the problem without any kind of weirdness to it. So that's the thing you have to concern yourself with the law of cosines. When you start getting into those problems that do use the law of cosines immediately, don't use the law of sines to find the biggest angle. Just nothing good happens from it.